I recently listened to the audiobook for Greenlights, Matthew McConaughey's memoir, and I was very pleasantly surprised. Greenlights was recommended by a friend. I was asking for audiobook recommendations because I love to listen to books while I work, and Greenlights was one of the ones that she suggested, specifically because on Audible it is narrated by Matthew McConaughey himself, which I highly recommend that experience. It was really, really cool to listen to it and listen to him talk about his life and just hear the way that he retells things, the different emotions that he put into different scenes and different stories. So that was a really, really cool experience. I'm glad that that's how I read it the first time. I would love to read it again. I want to get my hands on a copy and go through with a green highlighter and mark a whole bunch of stuff, because I thought that McConaughey's writing was just beautiful. That was what struck me first, was his way with words. I mean, he opens with a poem, and he's got other poems throughout it. And he does have all of these random little sayings in it too, which are sometimes really, really cool and really interesting, and I'd love to have them written down or remember them. And other times they were a little bit more cheesy or just not as special to me. But I did think that his prose was beautiful too. He really knows how to tell a story, and that is what makes him such a good actor and what makes his memoir so outstanding. And this is just gonna be another little book chat because there's not a plot that I have a bunch to say about, or I don't have really deep specific thoughts about it. I really enjoyed reading it, and I look forward to reading it again, and I think it was worth the read. McConaughey is definitely not the epitome of morality or anything. He's not someone to look up to for the choices that he's made or the way that he has lived his life in the past, but his ambition and his motivation and the way that he always goes after what he wants can definitely be admired. He is exemplary in that he has never given up, and when he gets stuck in a rut or is just getting bored with what he's doing or wants to do something else, he's going to fully go after that next thing, and that is admirable. That's a very difficult thing to do. It's very easy to just stay where you are, especially in film, where he was making money being a rom-com actor, and that was paying the bills, more than paying the bills. But he decided he didn't want to do that anymore. He wasn't feeling challenged, and he wanted to branch out and play different roles. And so he turned down a bunch of roles, waiting for his moment to do something else. And that is really impressive and admirable, because if someone offered me millions to make a movie, I think I would just have to say yes rather than turning it down, hoping for something else to come along. And it wasn't a hope necessarily. He did believe in himself and believe that he wouldn't just be forgotten because he didn't want to play these rom-com roles anymore. But yeah, anyway, I'm rambling a little bit about that, but I do think that his ambition was very admirable, even if, again, he was not the most moral person. I especially enjoyed hearing about his younger life because he had some very interesting and unique experiences. His time in Australia was something to hear about. Very challenging time that he pushed through because he had made a commitment and he was going to stick to that. Again, an admirable trait. That was definitely a more interesting part of the book to me. But I guess I really was just struck by the writing. That is the main thing that stands out to me. Because while it was very interesting to learn about his life and to hear how he got into acting and into these different roles, and to hear about his wife and his children and his parents and his siblings, it was very interesting. And again, he has not led a boring life, so he was a good one to write a memoir. The writing is what really made it worth it to me. So like I said, I look forward to getting my hands on a hard copy at some point so that I can really soak up and appreciate his prose and his poetry. But for now, I guess those are all of my thoughts. This is going to be such a very short little video, so maybe I can pad it with my plans and what's going on and what I'm reading, I guess. I don't know, I feel like I need to add a little bit so this is not just 3 minutes. I do want to do some shorts in the near future. I want to start recording those and uploading and, get onto a different part of this platform. I'm making progress with my TBR. I have read a few books from my TBR jar, things that I've pulled, and I've decided to read those, but I'm currently reading the Red Queen series just because I felt like it. And it's taking a little bit longer than I thought, but I am really enjoying it. I've done really well not buying books, but if I continue with Red Queen, I will have to buy the third book because I don't have that one. But I'm enjoying that. I have not made progress with Nano at all, so that's just going to be an ongoing issue, I guess. But I'm trying to get more into writing. I've been doing a little bit more crafty work. I started a reading scrapbook journal, and hopefully I'll be sharing more of that as I do more pages. So far I've only done 1 book's worth, but that's been fun. And I guess this is just gonna have to be a short little video, which is okay. I don't mind doing that sometimes. I don't know. It feels weird to do a video that's like under 10 minutes. But I guess this is what it is, just a little check-in and a little chat about Greenlights, which is why I'm sitting over here, because I figured it would be just kind of rambly chatting, not like an actual review. I do enjoy memoirs, so that was a really good memoir to read, and I look forward to reading more memoirs in the near future. I have a couple on my shelf, and I'm hoping to get to those. So that's really it for the video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know what you're reading, and have you read Greenlights, and what did you think? I know that some people think that it's overhyped and wasn't very good, but I'm just so obsessed with the prose that I have to disagree, but it's not for everybody for sure. But also, if you have any good memoir recommendations, let me know, because I've read a lot of sort of memoirs by authors. I've read Stephen King's On Writing, which is mostly a book on the writing craft, but it's a little bit of a memoir too, as he takes you through different periods of his life. Same with Bird by Bird. That one's definitely a lot more writing craft by Anne Lamott, but it's semi-memoir. So I haven't read a ton of memoirs. I have read Dime Store by Lee Smith, and I really, really love this one. This is a great memoir. So I like memoirs, I just haven't gotten into them a ton yet, but I'm looking forward to getting into more. I have a biography on Robin Williams, but I would prefer actual memoirs written by the person that it's about, you know? So if you have any good recommendations, let me know down in the comments, and I will for sure check those out. And with that, I'm going to end this video before I ramble on any longer. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.